When parasites are in the body, it's important to know that the reason why they call them parasites is because you're in a parasitic relationship, meaning there's only one person or thing benefiting from this relationship, and that is the parasite. And so they take, okay? They not only take in the sense of they can steal your minerals, your vitamins, etc., and create deficiencies, but they're also very toxic because a lot of these parasites will actually create their own waste. That's right, they poop and pee inside of you and increase ammonia in the body, which could actually cause you to be very fatigued, tired, and have sleep issues as well too. This is why I always say the freaks come out at night, okay? It's not just the parasites that wake up, okay, in the nighttime, okay, and cause you to have that sweet tooth at nighttime, cause you to want something that's sweet, cause you to want something that is bread-like, pasta-like, etc., okay? Those cues aren't coming just from you, okay? Your adoration for those foods isn't coming just from you. So it's really important to know that and understand that, you know, when they get into the body, they're not only wreaking havoc in terms of like causing tissue damage and causing issues among deficiency, but also toxicity as well too, in the form of creating waste and other things as well too. The other thing that's important is that the diet that is the standard American diet feeds it, okay? And even some plant-based diets where people are overindulging in white flour and refined carbohydrates is feeding it as well too. So sugar feeds it, refined foods, processed foods feeds these parasites. You know, refined carbohydrates, as I just mentioned, meat, dairy, all feed parasites, okay? And some of them, the parasites actually come from the meat as well too. And it's really important to understand that as anything decomposes and starts to break down, it will start to manifest, you know, certain things. We know that when food starts to break down, it creates a fungus, okay? When meat starts to break down, it starts to create critters like parasites as well too. And nothing can stop that process. I think that's the most important thing that people need to know and understand. Nothing can stop that process. That is a natural process that is very important to the cycle of life. If we didn't decompose and break down, we would have bodies that are still essentially flesh from hundreds of millions of years ago. So everything is made to come from the earth and then go back into the earth, okay? Hugely important. And part of how nature and as the divine perfection has set it up to make this cycle complete for us is that we come into life, we form from nature, and then we decompose, and everything that nature gives us breaks down and goes back into nature. But those parasites, the fungus, all of those critters are part of that cycle, okay? And sometimes we speed up the process by eating certain things and allowing these certain critters like parasites to get into our body. So hugely important. And understanding also that your environment will determine whether a parasite will flourish, your internal environment, whether it will flourish or flee, okay? Because if your body isn't set up to make sure that these parasites are being fed and nourished, and you're eating things that are actually not only something that they don't want to eat, but something that will actually kill them, foods that I'll talk about in just a second, herbs that I'll talk about in just a second, then again, you have to understand that you play a key role in this. And I'll tell you this before we get started, you will rarely see go into a doctor. And when I name some of these symptoms, you will rarely have a doctor who will test you for a parasite, okay? And I've even had gone to the lab in the hospital and asked after they, you know, spun the sample and asked like, well, did you see any parasites? And they were like, well, yeah. And I'm like, well, why didn't you tell the doctor? And they're like, well, I did. But then when I saw the test, it was removed off of it. So it's really important to understand that. And I don't think any malice. I just think this is something we were not taught in school. They don't teach us about parasites and their impact on not only, you know, the degeneration of our health, but the impact and how they're directly correlated with a lot of chronic illnesses, high blood pressure, heart disease, okay? The big C word, okay? It's really important to understand. And even in other countries, they're using things to kill parasites. Like there was a drug that cost like 5 cents a tablet. Very safe, ivermectin, that is used for parasites. But during that whole period of 2 to 3 years where we were being isolated and told to stay at home, in other countries, they were using this and was very effective. But here they outlawed it. They banned it and we could not get access to it. Like 5 cents a tablet. Hugely important, okay? Now, with that being said, we're gonna go over some types of parasites. And the reason why I'm gonna give you the types is because I did this in a previous video. So if you wanna go back and look at that video, I go in more depth about the different types because they do different things to the body, the different types of parasites. Then I highly recommend going back, looking at that video. I'm just gonna fly through this. We're gonna get to the symptoms and then we're gonna get to the solutions, okay? So different types, you have a horsehair worm. That horsehair worm will live in the kidneys. It will cause back issues and it also will come out in the urine, okay? And a lot of us don't check our stools, don't check our urine. So even if it did come out, you probably wouldn't see it. Some of them are very small. Some of them, like tapeworms could be up to 3 feet long, okay? Which I've seen come out. I've seen people do my detox and it comes out in the stool sometimes as well too, okay? Other types of parasite, pinworms. Pinworms commonly are associated with an itchy anus, okay? Especially at night, because again, the freaks come out at night, okay? So, and sometimes these pinworms can create a vaginal discharge with women. And sometimes that vaginal discharge could be confused as either candida or yeast infection or, BV. But sometimes it's a parasite. And this particular parasite, pinworms, can cause this, okay? Another type is hookworms, which could cause anemia. And hookworms hook to the lining, the inner lining of your bowels, okay? And they essentially are like vampires, just feeding off of the blood, okay? You also have toxoplasmosis, which I'll talk about a little bit later. There's another type of parasite. You have tapeworms, Giardia, which is commonly found in our, tap water, okay? Flukes, roundworms, which could be found in both the liver and the pancreas, and they affect the liver and the pancreas. So again, you got a liver issue, you got a pancreas issue. It could be associated with this particular type of parasite. And roundworms could also cause abdominal pain. So if you got abdominal pain, you really don't know where it's coming from, it could be coming from that. And roundworms commonly come from our pets. So if you got dogs, cats, it definitely can come from them as well too. And that's a whole nother video that I definitely need to do in the future. You got helminths and protozoa. So you got many different types of parasites. What are some of the symptoms? I'll blaze through these as well, because again, I did a whole video on this. So if you want to kind of dive deep into that, go back and look at that video. Bloating. Bloating is a big symptom, especially if you're eating even if you're eating a really good diet, okay? You got to understand, if you got these parasites prior to embracing that new diet, you still got the parasites, okay? A good diet doesn't kill parasites. I think that's really important to mention, because even myself, after adopting a very healthy diet and being very fit, but noticing that I'm bloated, especially, that 12 o'clock bloat that comes. I wake up in the morning, my stomach's super flat. I can see my abs, and then I get a 12 noon bloat, a lunchtime bloat. That most likely is parasites. That happened to me, and I finally figured it out. And this was very early in my journey. And this is how I created my detox, that parasite cleanse that you guys have done. Okay. And that is really what saved me, because I'm thinking like, man, I'm fit everywhere else. My arms are great. My legs are great. My chest is great. But I got this bloated belly. And sometimes you see it with a lot of bodybuilders. They'll be fit everywhere, but then they'll have that bloated belly. Okay. It could be the parasites. I mean, it also could be the steroids, of course, but it could be the parasites as well, too. So a bloated belly is a big sign, especially if you're fit everywhere else and you pinch your stomach and there's not a lot of fat there. It's just a protruding belly. It could be the parasite. In many cases, it is. And it definitely was for me.